saying everyone, so we're on the bus actually. Everyone's in their ihram, ready to go. So I don't know how much you guys know about the process of Umrah, but it involves you having to leave a city and going to a certain point to make your intention for Umrah, which is called the Miqat, which is about 15 minutes from Medina. So we're leaving Medina now. And then it's about a 7-hour, maybe 8-hour drive to Mecca. Usually it's around 5 hours, but due to the traffic and like how many people are doing Umrah in the winter, it's gonna be closer to 7 or 8. But yeah, everyone's in their ihram, all the men wear white, and then we're gonna do our Umrah. First we're gonna put our bags in the hotel, and then convene, I guess, reconvene, and then you do your walk, you do your shurakas. Yeah. You do your shurakas, and then you do your zamzam, and then you do your sa'i, and then you cut your hair, and then you're done. So, obviously, I'm not going to be filming the Umrah, but I'm taking on the bus ride, inshallah.
Oh, I'm going to go check these. You have a cat sign. We have a cat. Video.
And it's kind of very crowded with the buses, but the cave that they stayed in is no longer, there to go and look at it or really have any historical significance. And of course, there's no mention of any barakah or any benefit to go there and make the praise.
There he is. Assalamualaikum, everybody. So we're here at Arafat in front of Jabal al-Rahma, which is where the Prophet ﷺ gave his farewell khutbah when he was doing his farewell hajj, and it's super crowded. I remember coming here as a kid and it was never like this. There were always camels and ATVs, like we would just run around and there was so much free space, but not at all. Like you can see, there's a lot of people. A ton of people. There's an ice cream truck. There's a bunch of buses. Our group is scattered around here somewhere. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little sick. But alhamdulillah, today is our last day in Mecca. And yeah, I think our next stop. Mama, where are we going next? Is this it? I don't know. You guys will see. This is also my judging. I almost died trying to get this ice cream. It's melting. Oh, it's so hot.
Pilgrims will only stone the large one, and on the other 2 or 3 days, 11th and 12th, and for those who stay for the 13th at Mina on the 13th, they will stone.
The we ran into on the roof of the Kaaba. Sorry, guys. I mean, the roof of the Haram. We are starting that journey back home. We're leaving from the hotel. We got all our stuff. The bus is literally outside waiting. We're actually late. It's been tiring, but good.
It was worth it.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. Ooh. Ooh.
Is that our bus? It reminds me of Sudan so much.
We can go to Sudan this summer. That'd be cool.
So, the awkward moment when you lose your passport in the airport and someone comes and asks you if you're looking for it and you haven't even realized you lost it. Also, I'm really tired and I'm sick, and Huda's sick too, if you can't tell already. Drinking this coffee, waiting in the Jeddah airport for our flight to board in a couple hours. I don't know what time it is, but we board in
6:50.
Oh wait, I think we might. I see people moving.
6:50.
In our differences.
I see you,
If
Morgan.
you are one of us, and you want to explore more of this great planet, we're ready to take you there.
She has no shame.
No shame.
Literally drinking children's chocolate milk for the babies.
I want to ask for a toy. Give you a little blow up plane.
Who do you think she's still 12 years old or 10? She's turning 17 in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Hey, Shaz. Salam, guys. It's the future. It's future Hawa. It's February something. Sorry it took me so long to upload this vlog, but I really wanted to upload it, and I didn't want to just like rush it and just leave it like that. I wanted to make like a little reflection at the end, and I had to wait till I had free time, so just got done with the exam. So Umrah, I really loved it. I had been before. That was my 6th time going, alhamdulillah. So I went a lot when I was a kid, but this is my first time going after studying Islam. So just being there after learning about the tafsir and the seerah and like the stories of the prophets and actually in-depth learning about it was a lot different, and it was moving. It was really moving. My favorite part of the whole Umrah was visiting the Prophet's grave, subhanAllah. And the whole Umrah was only 10 days long. And when you're there, there's certain times that the women can go visit the Prophet's grave. And I remember going there as a kid, like it wasn't as restricted because there wasn't as many people coming, but like, you know, more and more people are going to Umrah every year. And I had never been in the winter. This was the first time we went in the winter, which was super crowded. I used to go in the summers as a kid, which isn't as crowded, but the winter, I guess because everyone's kind of off, so a lot of people from like the United States and the UK, they were there, and then just like a lot of groups in general. But going to visit the Prophet's grave, like I wasn't expecting to be emotional at all. And it's kind of like this whole process because a lot of people try to go in, and it's a limited amount of time, limited amount of space, and they have the women kind of separated by country, so they know like they can be able to understand the directions that the ladies that work in the haram tell them, and you have to like walk here. It's like a maze, like to get to it, and then they open it at a certain time. They'll let a little bit amount of people in, then they'll close it because it's just a small space and there's so many people. And as you know, like that area, there's a green rug to know that you're in the Rawda, which is where the Prophet's grave is. And the Rawda is a piece of Jannah. So if you pray 2 rak'ahs in the Rawda, there's a lot of rewards there. So, you know, I remember being there, just like in that crowd of ladies all trying to get in. And right when you see the Prophet's grave, everyone says, Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah. And that's when I lost it. And it was like, it was because of this thought that even though there's so many people here, even though everyone's like kind of pushing and like trying to get there, they're only here because of that deep love of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the deep love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like they're there because of that love. Like there's people that was their first time ever being there, maybe their last time, maybe they've saved up their whole lives to be there, and they don't know when they're going to come again, and they want to send the salams on the Prophet. And just being there and being surrounded by that many people and realizing how like-minded we all are and how we were all there for one goal and one purpose, and that stemmed from one love, that really made me cry. Like I just started crying. But subhanAllah, it was really, really moving. And I really needed that trip. I had just been so focused on school like for the last semester, and I worked really hard and it paid off, and that was like a good break. And it's just funny explaining it to people, like when you come back from winter break, people ask you like what you did, and you know, people go on cruises, people go to like Disney World, people go to the beach, and you're like, well, what did you do for vacation? Oh, I went to like kind of like a religious lesser pilgrimage, and then you have to explain it. And it's just very, I don't know, I think it's very powerful, it's very moving, the fact that that's what Muslims do. Like it's kind of like a vacation, honestly, but it's spiritual, it's soulful, it's moving, it's cleansing, and it's very beneficial. So
I would absolutely recommend for anyone, if you have the ways and means to go to Umrah, do it. And I've spoken to a lot of people and they're like, you know, I've heard that I should go to Hajj first rather than Umrah because Hajj is what's obligatory. And if you feel that you can only make one trip, then, you know, go for Hajj. But Umrah is a great way to be there and try to get as much benefit as you can at your own pace. You can go at any time. It's not as crowded as Hajj, that's for sure. Umrah itself only takes about 30 minutes. And Hajj is very difficult. I've never been to Hajj, my parents have been. But from what I have heard and from what they've told me, it is a journey and it takes some endurance. Which is what so many people have told me this, like, go to Hajj when you're young. So if you can go, go. But I would definitely recommend people, if you can, go to Umrah. It's amazing. It's beautiful. And that's all I wanted to say. So if you made it to the end of this vlog, thank you so much. Notice so many people have subscribed, so hey, finally made it to 200 subscribers. I've had this channel for so long. But yeah, just school, so I haven't been as active as I was before. But thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace and assalamu alaikum.